The bicycle, a vehicle that defies time. It has evolved over the years, yet it has never lost its place. With two wheels and two pedals, it carries generations. Children ride it with joy, adults with passion. The poor depend on it, the rich admire it. Women and men alike move forward on those same wheels. For some, it's a livelihood. For others, it's a partner in fitness after half a lifetime. Whatever the reason, this vehicle needs no fuel, causes no pollution, and remains deeply familiar to all. The cycle reminds us that when hard work stops, the journey holds. Progress only continues when we keep pedaling. That's why bicycles are truly the need of our time, and it's on such a humble yet powerful machine that a 21-year-old young woman journeyed across Maharashtra, paddling through 435 days and covering 17,000 kilometers.
Who all are these people? So dangerous. They are destroying our economy. If people cycle every day, there is less pollution, less traffic, less accident. Air will clean. No one gets sick. What about hospital? They will lose their patient. Pharmacy will panic. Again, no one going to sold car. No need to repair every year street. What about builders and contractor? They will lose their job. And petrol station bankrupt. Maybe whole GDP, some part collapse. Yes. Maybe cycle is not much good for our economic growth. But cycle can be good for our health, environment and better future. So here, question is not why are we cycling? Question is why are we not cycling? When COVID came, we all are stuck in our houses. I also, but I was worried about my future. I remember, before COVID, how was the world? Running in like rat race, in fast growth. Buying every day too many stuffs. But in COVID period, I observed, no need to buy much stuff except food. We can live with very minimal things. And that realization made me think, and I had enough. I took my cycle without any planning, without money, with 3 sets of cloth. My parents thought I am going nearby district for study, but I cycled more than 2 years, 60 states across India, 25,000 kilometers. However, the journey was not about the kilometers. The journey about discovering myself, to know world beyond the 4 walls of education, understand our environment, and to understand our society, how are they living in every day. But I observe, while traveling, each and every kilometer, people was asking me, why are you traveling alone? Don't go. Take some 4 boys with you. Society bad for women. And that all questions made me again think, why can't I really travel alone as a woman? And with this question, I decided to know and challenge. However, as society portrayed for women, I get very different experience. I crossed the border of societal norms. Because of that, I learned how to tackle situation and how to move forward. Strangers was giving me food and shelters. And I had many good experience. However, well-educated and religious people always not support you. One dark night, I knocked the door of temple. They shut out. They said, there is no space for women. And I come out on the road. I was waiting, hungry and tired. One tribal person passed through my side and I asked him, I share my story. Without he asking much, that night he gave me space. And that incident encouraged me, keep going. And on the way, I was visiting schools, colleges, communities, organizations, how they are working and what they are facing challenges. As well, I saw through my eyes, there is big serious problem. Environmental degradation, health issues, pollution, overconsumption. There is no safe mobility for education and work to women and girls. And top of that, there is discrimination based on caste and religion and status. This is a whole serious problem dividing our society. But there is one big problem to connect to all of us. That is climate change. Climate change does not see whether which your caste, what is your religion, what is your economic status. That affect to everyone. However, I observe affect most farmer and low income citizen. And after that realization, 2023, I went to Delhi. I was shocked. Chaos of traffic and unpredictable air, and there is no safe travel freedom. And that moment, I asked myself, what can I make difference? An answer was clear. These two wheels gives me freedom to travel and see the world beyond the barriers with open eye and heart. Why not these two wheels bring change? And with these two wheels idea, I came at Kantari. Kantari is one of the best place for me I become more clear with my vision. And here I founded Cycle Chak. Chak is a Marathi and Hindi word. It means in English, wheels. More than organization, Cycle Chak, a movement of conscious action. And we envision vibrant and conscious cycle culture across India. But how we'll do it? Let me take you with cycle journey. This is here I develop Cycle Chak workshop. And how can make this cycle more friendly for our everyday life? There is 6 steps of curriculum where I am sharing how can make this cycle more easy our life and integrate for daily use. The first we can understand the wheels. Wheels remind us human history and how these two wheels and cycle play a role in shaping the development. Second is the frame. Frame how is connected to all each part. Without that we can't ride and we can't assemble cycle. That representing how cycle connected to health, environment, education, livelihood, sustainable mobility and most importantly freedom. And third is handlebar and brake. We are giving scenario of the world how we are facing the problems. And throughout, how should keep our direction and brake in our hand. There is control. We can use the brake. Chain. Chain is the connection of togetherness of human and nature, where we are learning experience through practical how to repair our cycle and overcome the fear. And fifth one is paddle. Paddle is a conscious action. How to cycle use for our everyday purpose life that we understand. And the sixth one is awareness and alertness, where we are understanding how to ride safely cycle and how should we aware about human and environment rights. This is the whole Cycle Chak curriculum. We are working this with school, communities and organization. But while sharing and listening is feel good, right? Cycle is familiar, but as I personally believe action can make real impact. And as I observe, usually after our birth and coming this earth, we often forget what is the purpose of our life. I think throughout this journey, I found my purpose with these two wheels. This two wheels is not mode of transport. This is the way of life. And coming next week on 29 December, on my birthday, with the message flashing where women can travel and women can make change. I am starting from Kantari to my hometown bicycle journey. And this is my route where I am covering 5 South Indian states and 2,500 journey. Throughout the journey, I will visiting schools, communities, organizations, and how this cycle can help for our everyday life. And we will implement this cycle chart curriculum with people to make our life more minimal, happy, and healthy. And throughout this journey, wherever you are, you can join with this journey.
साइकिल मेरी साइकिल, साइकिल मेरी साइकिल, ना
Let's
पीती
ride.
है पेट्रोल, ना छोड़ती है धुआं, पर देती है सेहत। साइकिल मेरी साइकिल, ला 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 ला।
Thank you.